Hello and welcome to erpwebtutor.com. In this tutorial, we are going to introduce you to the Fusion Talent Management module. Now, the talent management is a set of integrated business processes that manage the planning, acquisition, development, retention, and advancement of talent in order to achieve the business goals and optimize performance. Now, that could be a very nice definition, but overall the talent management module is basically to track and monitor the employee's talent. It's also a very unique process to make sure that you retain the right talent and you keep track of the talent that you need and what you have. So it is basically an organization management program to work on the business strategy, to set organization goals and achievements. So of course, when I say to work on business strategy, because it is a very important aspect to make sure that you have the right talent, you have whatever number of it helps you maintain your budgets, it helps you forecast your resources and what you need and what versus what you have. It also set the organization and goals and achievements. You can also use the organization goals and achievements to drive certain aspects of the employee's performance, because that sometimes could be related to the organizational goals and achievements. It will also help you measure the performance and motivate employees, which is again a very practical and important aspect of implementing the talent management module. It is a platform to understand the employee ideas, and it gives employee and supervisors equal opportunities to express those ideas. Now, Oracle has the 360-degree approval and also the normal approval process, where the performance process, where actually the employee can involve and share their opinions about certain feedback, and that way it gives the equal opportunity for both the employee and the supervisors. And also in the 360-degree appraisal, the employee can also appraise the supervisor, which also gives the organization an opportunity to understand how the supervisors are doing. Now, the need to do performance measure. So once you measure, you can improve and grow. It will help to find out the good performers versus the average performers. It will also make the compensation process more effective. So once you track who are the good resource and you want to retain them, and then compensation is a very important incentive. So you can effectively process your compensation, the bonuses based on the performance. It will also help to find out efficient individuals and the team. The talent review module will actually help you understand who are the outstanding performers. Now, in Fusion Talent Management module, a lot of the things have been improved, especially from the EBS perspective. Overall, the look and feel has improved. The processes have become a lot better. There are options to do some of the activities from your mobile devices. That also adds a significant flexibility, so you can set your goals and certain other tasks that you want directly from your tablet or your mobile phones. Okay, so moving on to the next slide, we have a diagram to show that how Fusion talent management can be easily integrated with your legacy HR system using the coexistence model. So if you want to know more about the coexistence model, you can refer to our video on the Fusion deployment strategy. And the good thing about the coexistence model is that you don't have to completely re-implement everything in Fusion. You can just use the Fusion talent management and also maintain your legacy HR system. Okay, so the legacy HR system could be your EBS. So in this diagram, it's showing the HR to HR interface, which actually works for your EBS release 12 and above, where you can do this HR to HR interface to integrate. And if you have a non-EBS or a PeopleSoft environment, you can still use the FPL model, an FPL process to integrate the data that you have on your legacy system into Fusion Talent Management. And here you can see some of the modules, like the talent review, the network at work, compensation management, performance management, goal management, workforce directory management. The compensation management is actually a separate module, but this diagram basically shows you the coexistence strategy, okay, which has significantly improved the way Fusion, different customers and HR sees Fusion. It gives them so much more flexibility to retain their existing HR system if they want to. Now, let's talk about the different modules that are included in the Fusion Talent Management. So you have the profile management, goal management, performance management, talent review, succession planning, and network at work. So we will cover each of these topics in the following slides in a little bit more details. And before we actually go into each and every module in further depth, where we actually show the different configurations, but now we're going to talk a little bit of a high level and giving you an overview of what each module does and what it is used for. So let's first take a look at the profile management. The profile management provides a framework for developing and managing talent profiles that meet your industry or organizational requirements. Profiles summarize the qualification and skills of a person or a workforce structure, such as a job or position. So let's first try to understand what it means. So the profile management, this is not really owned by the talent management module. You can also have the profile management with just your core HR as well. But again, this is a very useful piece when you're doing the talent management, because you can get a lot of information on the person's profile, such as the qualification and skills. Just by going into that person's profile, you can see whether the person has the required skills for a job, and then also you can do it at the job level. So you can add the profile for a job that you need certain qualifications, certain skills for that particular job or position. Profiles are valuable for tracking workers' skills, competencies, and accomplishments, and for various talent management activities such as career planning, identify training needs, performance management, and in the recruitment process for identifying job requirements and suitable applicants. So again, kind of summarizes what I just said. So you can have the skills of the employee at the employee level and also at the job level, which will allow you to do a comparison between the skills that you need for the job versus the skills that the employee has, and also help you find the right match for a particular job. If the employee is short on a skill, on a particular skill which is required for a job, that will help you identify the training needs, and you can send the person for training and build that skill. Okay. So that is what the profile management is for. It is purely for displaying the information that the employee, the job might have. It's a very good visual tool to get an idea about the employee or the job, what they have, what they need, that kind of thing. Okay. The next is the goal management, which is purely the performance related activity. So goal management enables the setting and tracking of goals across various levels of the organization, therefore supporting an ongoing performance conversation throughout the year. Now, you can track the goals at different levels. That's what it's saying. It can be an organizational goals, it could be an individual goal, it could be a personal goal. So you can have goals across different levels. The organization, managers, and workers are able to collaborate to set the goals, which means that there could be a goal. Let's say a manager has a goal that depends on the activity or certain tasks that the employee reporting to that manager would do. So then the manager can basically align that goal with that high level goal with the employee's goal. So employees' activities will contribute towards the achievement of that goal that the manager has or an organization has. So in short, an employee and the organization is able to set performance, development, and personal goals. So we will, again, these are the different types of goals that you can set. We will see, what each of it does when we go into the training for the goal management portion. But you can set up those 3 types of goals. The performance goals integrate with the performance management module. The personal and development goals supports the development plans for employees to track their personal growth and career development. Okay, and then you can also have the organization goals as well. Okay, so this is a screenshot of how the goals for an employee looks like. If you have the module implemented, and if you go to an employee, and then the employee can set their own goals. The manager can align the goals for their direct and indirect reports. So, and that they can view those goals on here. And you can see there are 3 tabs: performance goals, development goals, and personal goals. So this is how you can, see the goals for those 3 different types. So moving on to the next module, which is the performance management. So it's basically the process to, manage the overall performance process. So it enables the setting and at a point in time evaluation of worker performance. So basically, you can set your targets, you can set your dates, and then during the period there will be a feedback. The employee or the manager can initiate the process, and they can add multiple people in the chain to get their feedback, and they will give their ratings. So you'll define their rating scales. You can use the ratings against the goals. You can use the ratings against competencies for an employee. The employee can, depending on how you configure, there could be ratings. There could be self ratings where the employee is allowed to rate himself or herself, and then send it to the manager. Then the manager can review those and rate the employees. And then again, there are so many things that the manager can decide to share those ratings, individual ratings or the overall rating. And if the manager wants to, or allows the employee just to view or even edit and then send it back. So there are different ways, depending on your customer requirement, you can set the process. Okay, and then finally you can generate a performance document with all this information. So that is the performance management part. Okay, so we talked about the goal and the performance. So moving on to the next, which is the talent review, which is a new thing, which gives you all these nice dashboards, very effective in Fusion. So with this use of an interactive dashboard, the normal labor-intensive talent review board preparation and discussion can be automated. The people invited to participate in the meeting can review and evaluate existing profile, performance goals, and compensation data for individuals within the organization and calibrate the data before and during the talent review meeting. In short, it is easy to identify and assess the top talent, that take action, and therefore ensuring the best talent is recognized and all talent is fairly assessed. So you can see this 9-box matrix that they have. So you can have different evolving talent, emerging talent, top talent, unproven talent. So you can see each of these boxes based on their ratings and competencies. They will fit into one of these boxes, and that way it will help the HR to identify who are the key performers, who needs improvement, and who are the talent that they need to retain. So this is with the use of this talent review dashboard. Okay, and this is how the dashboard looks like. Moving on to the next 2 modules, the succession planning. With this, we can develop and maintain the succession plans. So you can define the plans and how you want to build so that the employees can make themselves available for certain jobs when the position opens up. So you can track individuals who would eventually replace others in the organization, jobs, position, ladder. So if you have a manager and he had 3 people reporting, when the manager quits, you will know that who is the right person to fit that vacant position. So you can use the succession planning for that. This also allows the HR to keep track of the resource pool within the organization and assess the risks in case of employee departure from key positions, like what I said. So if there's a manager with a key position, and they need to make sure that if the manager departs, there's somebody that will be able to take that position. Okay. And then the last is the network at work. Oracle Fusion Network at Work provides an industry-leading collaborative framework that allows workers to build their own internal social network and connect with other domain experts and colleagues with similar interests. So it's like a social networking, so you can connect with people within the organization and you can interact with them just like any other social network site. So this is the Fusion's own network at work. So you will find out who is the right person that you need to reach out. So if you have a question on, let's say, Fusion talent management, and you can find out who is the right person for that, and you can within the organization, and you can network with that person with your, and find the experts and get their inputs to help you with a particular situation. So with regard to the talent management, the network at work helps employees in getting public recognition by advertising their skill sets and experience to build a positive image and seek better opportunities. And it also allows managers to better understand their workforce and source skills to the right jobs. So let's say if you have somebody in the organization who is extremely strong in a particular area, let's say somebody who is very strong in marketing or sales, right? So they can highlight those competencies and those skills, and it'll be very easy for their managers to find who is the right person with that skill, having that, and then it'll be easier for them to reach out to the right person when an opportunity comes. So that basically covers all the modules for the Fusion Talent Management. And next we will talk about at a very high level. So when you create a Fusion Talent Management project, we will not cover in details about creating the project. If you want to learn about how to create projects, you can definitely check out some of our videos on creating an implementation project in Fusion. But this basically tells you what are the different offerings that you must select when you are doing a Fusion Talent Management project. So you have to do your workforce development, which is the key offering that you need to select. And then these are the different areas like the worker goal setting that will allow you to do the goals, questionnaires, the worker performance that will allow you to use the performance management module, talent review, succession management. So these are the different key offerings that you're going to use when you are building an implementation project for your talent management module. So that will cover at a high level what this Fusion Talent Management is about. So in the following videos, we will continue to show you the different modules in details. We will show you the configuration. We're going to use certain real life scenarios to create some of the configurations to show you how this product can actually meet the requirements, the most complex requirements that you might face, and how this could be a great fit for your customers. So if you have any questions on any of these, any particular areas of this module, and if you want to learn more about Fusion Talent Management, more from an implementation perspective, you can check out our videos for the configurations, and that will help you expand your skills to become a successful Fusion Talent Management consultant. So that will be all for this video, and thanks for watching.